I'm not gonna lie to you all, becoming a realtor can be pretty costly, but exactly how much do you have to pay to become one? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down to the penny exactly how much I paid to become a realtor. I'm a realtor in Maryland, so the startup costs in your state are most likely going to be a little different from the ones in mine. But you can still use the information that I share in this video as a general guideline of how much you can expect to pay in order to become a realtor in your state. So right off the bat, the first thing that I had to pay for was my pre-licensing classes, which I took online through the CE shop. Those classes cost me $249. Now, if you're comfortable with taking classes online, then I highly suggest that you do so, because A, they're far cheaper than in-person classes, and B, you can finish them faster. After I finished my pre-licensing classes, I began studying for the exam. I didn't spend too much money on resources to help me study for the exam, but I can say that I did make one good and one bad purchase, and here they are. The bad purchase that I made was a practice exam through PSI, which is the organization that proctors the licensing exam. I figured that it would be a good idea to purchase a practice exam from the organization that proctors the actual exam so that I could get a better feel of what the exam would be like. But that exam was not helpful at all. I figured with the amount of money that I spent, I would at least be given a couple of practice exams to take. But no, I was only given one, and I wasn't even given the option to retake it. So yeah, definitely don't buy a practice exam from PSI. The good purchase that I made was this prep book called Real Estate License Exams for Dummies. This thing cost me $17.99, and it was worth every penny. The last three things that I had to pay for in order to get my real estate license was $44 for the exam fee, $70 to activate my license, and $20 for the guarantee fund. So the grand total just to get my license was $424.94. But wait, there's more. Those aren't the only costs associated with becoming a realtor. The next step after you pass the licensing exam is to affiliate with a brokerage, which have their own set of fees. The brokerage that I'm with is Exit Preferred Realty, which is hands down the best brokerage in the world. Here's everything that I had to pay for in order to become a realtor at Exit Preferred Realty. In order to be a realtor at Exit Preferred Realty, you're required to pay $375 a year. But my brokerage offers a 10% discount if you pay before June 11th. So really, I'm only paying $337.50. But when I affiliated with Exit Preferred Realty back in February, I only had to pay the prorated amount from February to June, which ended up being $144.86. Most realtors will be required to pay for E&O insurance, but since my brokerage is the best, they completely paid for mine for the first year. But after that, I can expect to pay around $500 a year on E&O insurance. And if you don't know what that is, it stands for errors and omissions, and that basically protects us realtors from lawsuits that claims that we made a mistake in our professional services. A lot of people don't know this, but a real estate agent and a realtor are two different things. You actually have to pay a bunch of fees in order to be referred to as a realtor, which is why you'll always hear me calling myself a realtor, because I'm trying to get the best use out of my money here. So, what are all of the fees that I had to pay in order to be referred to as a realtor? Well, I had to join the Harford County Board of Realtors, the Maryland Board of Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors. All three of those organizations have their own separate fees. So altogether, I had to pay $721.75 to be a part of all three of those organizations, which yes, is a lot of money, but I see that money as an investment that'll pay me massive dividends in the future. Next up, I had to pay a fee to be able to access the multiple listing service, which was $355. And the last thing that I had to pay for was a fee to be able to access lockboxes, which was $215. So to get my license and to be able to practice real estate as a realtor, the grand total that I had to pay was $1,861.55. So as you can see, it's not cheap to get started as a realtor. And that's not even including the costs that I had to pay in order to keep my business running. I was thinking about including that in this video, but thinking about all of these numbers is making me a little lightheaded. If you're thinking about becoming a realtor, make sure that you think about it really hard, because you're putting a lot of your time and money on the line to become one. Becoming a realtor isn't something that you can kinda want to do. You have to be fully committed to it. I've heard of this saying numerous times in the past that becoming a realtor is the easy part, but being one is the hard part, which I believe is 100% true. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to find an agent that lives near you and shadow them for a while, so that you can figure out whether or not this is something that you actually want to do. I really hope that this video gave you all a better idea of the startup costs associated with becoming a realtor. If it did, please consider liking and commenting on the video. I'm wishing you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, whether that's becoming a realtor or not. Until next time.